Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak and welcome back to Herdy Gerdy. So we have to head back to Crystal Lake, uh, face off with the mighty Jason and save the camp counselors from dying, I guess. But yeah, so now we can actually finish this, now that we have the magic hammer, now that we have the swimming, we can do it. This level isn't so bad because you don't have to collect that many of the honks and grimps in order to succeed. But it is annoying because this is one of those levels that suffers from collecting the bells syndrome. In order to collect most, if not all, of the creatures, you need to collect all of the bells. And that really puts a damper on this because it doesn't feel like solving a puzzle or using the environment to move these creatures around. It just feels like, oh, I'm collecting this to be. It's like, it feels like it's, you know what it feels like? You know what feels like half this game feels like once you get the hammer? It feels like you're trying to pay to win in order to progress through the game, and I don't like that feeling. Like it feels like a cheap way to pad out the game, and that's what I feel like annoys me more so about this is that like I'm not having fun when collecting bells, you know, like, because it feels like, oh, I just need to do this. Like, it feels like I'm back in middle school and like I need to do the 50 fucking, or if you know it feels to me, it feels like I'm back in 6th grade where my class wouldn't shut the fuck up and my professor or my teacher, her punishment for not staying quiet in class was writing vocab words 600 times, you know. And it's just like I had to do that like every day for like 3 fucking months. You know, like it was absurd. And it just felt like, oh, I'm just doing this to fucking just so that she won't yell at us, you know, like that's what collecting the bells feels like to me. Like it feels like something dumb that you're just trying to do to pad out something. It kind of feels like a punishment in a way. Like it's weird. It's a weird feeling. Now that I brought that up, has any of you guys ever had like a weird school punishment? Because I know like writing vocab doesn't sound like that harsh of a punishment, but like we actually had to do like 200 times. Like I remember this one time we got so bad, she, instead of just like adding another 10, she started doubling them. Even from like 10 to 20 to 30 to like 60, 120. it like miraculously fucking extended, and like that night was so painful that I didn't actually finish the rest of my homework just to do the punishment. Cause she graded the punishment. She added, I remember that. Oh my god, that was so dumb. So once you collect all the bells in the level, and you know, you just want to double check that you collected all the bells in the level, you want to go around and get underneath where the car. I think they said he was a carpenter, I think. But anyway, the mole that gave you the gloves, you want to go down to that area and pick up the remaining bells. I actually had forgotten about that area, and then I kind of remembered it somewhere around here, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, I gotta find that, but I don't remember where that is. So just remember that you have to go underneath to underneath the waterfall. Yeah, it's... Have any of you guys ever experienced a weird punishment from a school teacher or something? Because I'm sure there are out there, especially in like Catholic schools and stuff. I'm sure people have faced like really obscene and weird punishments, or just things that just like, why are you doing this? Yeah, I don't know. So now I'm getting off topic because this game's kind of boring. when you're just kind of like aimlessly walking around. Like, not only is it boring, but it's frustrating, and that's something I dislike about this game quite a bit. It's like, I like playing video games to have fun, but I try not to get frustrated at things like this. But this game was just irking me the whole way through. Like, halfway, once I got the hammer, this game started irking me like all the way through. It was fucking long, it was tedious, it was annoying. And I was just like, alright, gotta double check to make sure there's no bells down here. Okay, cool. And then I'll head underneath. You know what's funny too is that I went underneath into the little area and then looked around, couldn't find the bells, left, and I was like, oh shit, no, I do remember. They are behind the waterfall. So like, I cut out like at least 5 minutes of me just wandering around the island, or the lake rather, trying to figure this out. Again. Oh, the Grumps killed me. Cool. Almost there. Almost done. We are what, part 15?
Shall I leave?
Yeah, we are part 15. We only have 5 more videos to go. That makes me happy internally. So yeah, we're gonna hide behind, oh, not hide behind, we're gonna go behind the waterfall. We're gonna pick up the remaining bells. But this is what I was talking about though. It was just like, imagine the ancient temple in that one area with the one path when I was mentioning the 3. Like, it could have had something like this, where one of the paths had like a whole bunch of bells, just like that. And then you collected them, and then like you got a cowbell in the end or something. You know? Like, the bells could have been used to help Gerdy along, you know, instead of just being spread over all over the place. Although this game does do that too. It does use the bells to move Gerdy along a certain path. But it also locks the level and leaving. I think Foxtown does that the worst. Foxtown is the worst in that, especially with how glitchy that level is. Oh my god, that level is the fucking... There were 2 times I rage quit in this level. One of them was in Foxtown, and I think I already passed the other time. I don't remember what the other one was, but I was just like, I gotta put this game down. This game is so frustrating to play. It just stopped being fun, which sucks because I was genuinely hyped for this game. Once I realized Core and Eidos were behind this game, I was super fucking excited. I was like, wow, this box cover sucks dick, but maybe the game won't suck. I was wrong. This game sucks. I was looking at reviews for this game, and like a lot of people said that this game was like a 7 or something. I was like, wow, yeah, did we play a different game? Because I wasn't playing a 7. If anything, I was playing like a 5. And those points were not due to the gameplay. It was the audio design and the visual design that gave it that. And I was being very lenient with the story. Like, because the game does attempt to tell a story of a kid on an adventure trying to get his dad to wake up. But then, like, it also adds this, like, oh yes, the acorn. It is the all-powerful MacGuffin of this land. Here it is. I am an elder. The last elder. I feel like, you know what this game feels like in the terms of story? It feels like that this game wanted so badly to have a sequel that it started putting in like lore and bits and pieces of or like an semblance of a bigger story, and it didn't deliver it. And maybe this game I don't know how well this game did in terms of, I was gonna say box office, but that's not the term. Whatever it is, like when it came out, like I don't know how well it did when it came out, but whew, is this game not fun? I feel like I've been repeating myself a lot this playthrough. But there really isn't that much else to say. Like, I kind of explained everything, you know? You got the Grimps, you gotta move them, you just follow them. There's like 1 or 2 areas where you gotta move the honks over. You don't have to collect every creature in this level, you just have to collect enough in order to break that lock, and then you're done. You know? You need the water, the swimming ability, by the way, in order to progress, to collect the honks and a few of the bells, I believe. I think some of the bells were in areas that you needed to swim to, if I was paying attention the right way, which I wasn't. But yeah, you just need to bring the honks around. The honks will follow you if you fall in the water and start swimming. They start following you. They're like ducks. They see you as like a parental figure and just start following you. But wow, does... Ooh. Yeah, there really isn't much else to say about this level. Like, this level isn't bad level, it's just like... This level kind of just feels like backtracking filler, you know? It's kind of pointless to me. I feel like when we came here the first time to grab the gloves, we should have been able to do it. I feel like there wasn't a reason to have to come back, you know? It just, I don't know, it kind of feels pointless filler. Like, at least with Midmere, it felt different because when you arrive at Midmere the first time, you collect as many animals to unlock a different way, and then you go back to Midmere, and then you do something different. You have to collect the animals in a certain, and put them in certain areas in order to progress. Like, at least that I was okay with because I was doing something kind of different. Still withholding the same mechanics of the game. That being herding and stuff, you know? But, yeah, this level is just more of a like, oh, we've already been here. I mean, granted, I guess the first time you didn't have to try and collect anything because you couldn't really progress to the level. But if you were like me and you started to do it, that's what it kind of feels like. You feel like, oh, I've already been this way. You know, I've already been doing this. Why do I have to redo this whole thing again? I don't know. Like, this level is kind of forgettable, actually. Even like the look of it kind of is semi-forgettable, I feel. Especially with like, it's kind of like a dark, spooky area, and there's like a better dark, spooky area later on like level. I don't know if it's the next level. It might be the next level, but like there's like 2 or 3 better spooky dark areas that have done it better. Foxtown is one of those levels I think is like one of the dark, spooky levels, and that level sucks, but at least it's a better spooky level than Crystal Lake is. Because in that, they bring back a mechanic from. Remember the? You know, we'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get to Foxtown. So what's next? There's Lost Bear, which sucks horribly. Like, that level's really short. By the way, like, that level is unnecessarily put into this game. It is so short. You have to. We're gonna get there, but like you just you get the bear. Sorry, you find like this bear, and she's looking for her brother, and then you get the brother. You find the brother is like about to be eaten by a witch. And then the witch is like, nah, I won't kill him if you give me my favorite food. And then you're like, okay. So then you have to do a challenge in which you have a time trial challenge where you lure 3 gromps. And I was like, all right, cool. So now I get the bear. That's fine. But then you have to do a fucking escort mission back. And that's what kills me. I don't like escort missions when they're done poorly. And this game did that escort mission pretty poorly. Especially since I soft locked my level my game when I play that level, but we'll get there. It's just that level is so dumb. And then you go into Foxtown Bridge. So there's Lost Bear, there's Foxtown Bridge, there's Foxtown, and then there's Tournament Island. So I'm missing a level. There's another level that I'm forgetting. At least I think there's another level that I'm forgetting about. Which is weird because I can't think of what that might be. It's probably just as forgettable as this one. It's probably like a super short level too. Because I think I did Tournament Island all in one episode, because there is a small area in Tournament Island that is just like, it's just like collect these bells, but I can't think of what it is. Yeah, so the Grimps don't actually say Grimp, which is lame. There is one more creature type that we have yet to see. It is called a Gluter. That has a really cool name. I like that name. That's a cool name for a creature, a Gluter. They're like little rats. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so now that I think about it, like the dupes are chickens. The bleeps are like koalas mixed with like a flying squirrel or something, or like a teddy bear. You have the honks, which are ducks. You have the grumps, which are twonkies. I'm not sure if the Twonky movie came out after this. I don't know when that movie came out. Attack of the Twonkies from Jimmy Neutron. I think it did. I think it came out much later after this, but I'm not entirely sure. That's what the Grimps remind me of. And then the Gromps remind me of bears. They're like giant bears with like orangutan arms. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna grab these Grimps, put them in a cage, and just head the fuck out, because I don't feel like wanting to continue this game any longer. Oh man, you could tell like I was just done. I got good at this game, and then like I got good at puzzle solving this game, or solving the puzzles in this game, and then was just like, I no longer want to continue this game. This game is no longer fun for me. And yeah, we got all the Grimps. I'm pretty much done with this level. I could just leave at any given moment. So I was like, all right, let me just double check. We got everything. Neat. Let's get the fuck out of here. I gotta find thing. Also, now that I think about it, these levels are named after the areas they're located in. Why is one level called Lost Bear? Is that the name of the forest? Lost Bear? Because that seems like the name of a mission. You know, it's like, oh yeah, here's the Lost Bear mission. Alright, cool. Here's the Crystal Lake mission. Alright, cool, yeah. Here's the Midmere mission. It's just like, are these mission names or are these the locations? I don't know, man. Now I feel like I'm just nitpicking to nitpick, but like, I feel like that's something that should have come up earlier. Anyway, we're just gonna have to walk through these pile of Grimps. We're gonna just walk past them, talk to this gypsy, and call it a fucking day. Where are you bringing me, gypsy lady? The Great Forest. Right, right. Oh, and Beaver Dam, or Beaver Lake. That was the other level. I'll see you guys in the Great Forest. Bye.